What's up, Leo? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so we are in March already. Oh my goodness. So let's see what is happening for my lovely lions. Okay. What is going on for the sign of Leo, March 2018, past, present, and future. This will be a general reading, guys. Whatever pops out, pops out. And it'll be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, okay? What is happening for the lovely sign of Leos? It was so funny, guys, because I talk about your sign often, although I don't really have too many people in my life that are Leos. But I was telling my boyfriend, I'm like, oh my goodness, I love Leos. Like, it's one of my favorite signs. They're like, talking to a Leo? What Leos you know? And it was just so funny because I don't know. Leos are so awesome. I love your energy. I can absorb it, and it's just so powerful. So let's see what is going on, my lovely lions. Okay. So the energy that you guys have here is the Fool card in the reverse. Okay. So when we have the Fool card in the reverse popping out, there's something that you guys could be looking to start in your life, something that you haven't done yet, but you're looking to start it, and it may not be the best idea for you. Whether this is something that you realize and you're telling yourself, look, I don't want to take this risk, or maybe you don't realize that yet, and it's telling you, if you continue down this path, if you make this, choice, then there can definitely be complications down the road. Okay, something here that can add conflict and drama, or add some sort of injustice into your life, but it's something that hasn't happened yet. Okay, so the first card that we have for the past is the Five of Cups. So some sort of loss that you guys are feeling, sadness in a situation here. And we have the Page of Pentacles. For some of you, maybe it was regarding a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or, a move that you were trying to make, maybe financially, or just something that you were researching, something that you wanted to do, something that you wanted to build. Okay. And we have the Ace of Cups. So there's sadness here for sure, but you guys are building something new. Okay, for some of you, maybe it's with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. For others of you, maybe it's a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But I feel like you guys are just being very strategic with what you're building. And you're talking a lot before you move into this new thing, okay? So you want the strategy, you want the groundedness, you want to move forward in the best way possible, all right? And the next card that you guys have is the Four of Swords. So again, you want to move forward with something, and you're putting in heavy thought. You're taking a rest because you want to really analyze the situation as best you can before you move forward with it, okay? And we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So maybe at this point while you're thinking about everything and you're looking at all possible scenarios or situations, you're feeling like it would be a waste of time and effort if you were to do it. Or maybe you put a lot of work into something or somebody and you feel like it was just a waste of time. For some of you, that could have been a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Or for others of you, you could just really want to maintain the sense of financial stability that you have. So you're being very smart with how you move forward, and you're deciding that something may not be worth your efforts, okay? And you have the Four of Cups. So either you don't accept an offer or you don't make an offer to somebody, okay? Or maybe somebody doesn't accept an offer that you make, all right? The last card here is the Hermit card in the reverse. So with the Hermit card in the reverse, there's going to be a sense of something that you haven't fully done your complete research on. So something that you could be going into unknowingly. Maybe there's a few facts that you missed, or maybe things that you don't know about a person that can definitely determine your decision. And you have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So maybe some of you were dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, and maybe there's something that they didn't know. But somebody here is kind of like out of the loop with something. And whoever is taking on this energy, whether it's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you, or just anybody else, because we could all take any energy from any of these cards. This is going to be someone that is stubborn, who's acting very immature, who's upset because maybe there was something that they put a lot of time and hard work into, and it just didn't work out the way that they wanted it to. Okay, and you have the Fool card in the reverse. So that's what you guys are seeing as something that you shouldn't do, a path that you shouldn't go down. So either you guys reject it or they reject it, okay? But someone here rejects something, someone's left out in the cold, Or maybe there's something here that you know it could have given you a lot of financial burden, so you don't go down that path. Okay? In the present moment, the first card that you guys have is the Six of Cups. So this is regarding something from your past, okay? Or maybe it's regarding children that you have in your life. And you have the Four of Cups. So, yeah, just an offer that you're not accepting, or an offer that you guys are trying to give that's not being accepted. All right, and you have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So something here is just not being accepted. Either you guys stop talking to someone or working towards something, or that thing cuts you out, or that person cuts you out. But something here is being cut out. For some of you, maybe it's a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, but there's just something here that isn't going to be manifested. Maybe someone's trying to manipulate a situation, but there could be a lot of arguing here. You have the Emperor in the reverse, where someone's either not being honest, they're being fake, they're wearing a mask, or maybe someone's just really trying to push something, and they're so sure about it, but it's not, the best thing for either them or for you. Okay, so whatever this is causing a sense of unhappiness, dissatisfaction. Two of Cups, okay? So this could be someone that you feel very strongly about, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be a lover. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. Or maybe this could also be a job, just something that you're very closely tied to, okay? Where you're unhappy. Or maybe they're unhappy. All right? And with the Eight of Cups, you choose to walk away from a situation, okay? And this is causing a lot of arguing, a lot of conflict here. All right? The last card here, guys, is the Hanged Man. So what I love about the Hanged Man is that you guys are really in a place where you just want to go with the flow. All right? So things that you feel you're exerting too much energy on, or it's just too all over the place, and you're just exhausted and you don't want to fight anymore, you're letting it go. So you're kind of just in suspension, and you're just like, okay, I'm not going to fight. If it's not working out, I'm just going to let it go. If it is working out, great. But, I'm tired of putting so much energy into things because, there's a lot of instability. There's a lot of transition that's happening in my life. All right, and we have the Queen of Swords. So maybe it's a lot of instability with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Or maybe this is just a position that you guys are taking where you say, no more. I'm not going to deal with anything that's not working for me anymore. Okay? With the Magician in the reverse, either someone's, manipulating the situation somehow, or you're just realizing that this is something that should not be manifested at this point. Okay? Moving forward, the first card that you guys have is the Eight of Pentacles. So this is you guys working hard on something. It could be with actual, work, or just efforts that you put into a situation. All right, we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So you guys are working on something, but you guys kind of go into diva mode. All right, with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, this is someone that, can be scary. This is someone who's a very, very passionate person, but now they're taking all that passion and they're putting it into anger. So this is someone who, could really amplify situations, make things worse, really be dramatic about things, just really upset about something that they may have been very passionate or invested in. All right, and we have the Two of Wands in the reverse, where there's a sense of, I was working on this, but now I feel like it's a lost cause. Now I don't know which way to go, and I'm pissed off right now. Okay, and maybe it's because of a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or something that you're just emotionally invested in. Okay, maybe for a small portion of you, maybe you guys step out of a relationship, or you just become very unreliable for whatever reason. So there's someone here who may stop talking to you, or someone that just may not want to talk to you in the same way, and it's something that you're trying to work on, okay? It's something that you feel very good about, but there was bad judgment made here where things are now out of control, okay? So for those that are in a relationship and you don't want problems, just make sure that you stay true to yourself and to the person so that you can dodge that bullet, all right? The next card that you guys have is the Empress card. So this is about a new start. This is a goddess of fertility. So for some of you, it could be a literal pregnancy that's happening. For others of you, just new starts that are happening. But whatever new starts these are, your intention is to really tend to it, every part of the process, every part of the way, okay? You have the Three of Cups in the reverse. So there could be third-party situations that are starting, okay, in the future. Or if there's a third-party situation, maybe someone in the third party gets pregnant. Be careful, guys, okay? You have the Three of Pentacles here. So there's someone that you guys are trying to build with, but it's causing a third party, whether it's on your end or whether they have somebody else. So, you know, with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ten of Swords in the reverse, maybe this is someone that you're forgiving. Maybe this is, you know, someone that you've dealt with where you feel like the worst that has happened with you guys, you know, are in the past now. It could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, but there's something here that's leaving you unbalanced, that's leaving you worried with the Nine of Swords and the Temperance card in the reverse. And with the World card in the reverse, there's something that you're not over. There's something that needs to be released that hasn't been released yet. All right, and the last card that we have here for the future is the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So with the Queen of Cups in the reverse, somebody's overly emotional about a situation. All right, could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, could be you, but someone's upset because of something that you haven't ended yet. Okay, so maybe you guys don't want to end this. Maybe the person that you're dealing with doesn't want to end it, but someone here is upset. Something needs to end, but it hasn't. Okay, and we have the Temperance card in the reverse, so that's what's causing balance. All right, so there's something here that really just needs to be closed out. Okay, because it's going to cause some sense of disappointment for you guys. All right, and it could be due to secrets, but there's something here that I feel is going to be let go of. You know, could be heavy arguing. It could be you ending something with somebody. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of things that come to light. So you guys have to be very careful because this is going to cause you to become very guarded, someone else to become very guarded. But someone here is giving up. Someone's walking away. With the Five of Pentacles, someone here is going to be left out. Someone here is going to be left alone. All right. And if it is you guys who are talking to more than one person, just know that if there's someone else in the picture, they will remove themselves from the situation. Okay. So really make sure that you guys are making good calls. Make sure that the people that you're with are being honest to you. But yeah, definitely a transition for some of you due to secrets that come out. Okay. All right, Leo. So let's see what the advice is for you guys this month and what the Earth Magic Oracle cards want to say for you guys. Okay. What advice does Leo need to hear for March 2018? What advice does the sign of Leo need to hear? All right, let's see what flies out for Leos. Okay, interesting. So you guys have blessings. Okay, and at the bottom you have Shaman too. Okay, so let's start with the Shaman card just because it's at the bottom. With the Shaman card, you know, it's talking about a connection that you may have to yourself. Okay, that might not be as strong as what you need it to be. What this card is literally saying is that there's times in life where we feel a huge disconnect or we feel this sense of depression or unhappiness, just things that don't make sense for us. And we get there because we're not being true to ourselves. We don't have that connection between us and spirit. And this happens when you go off course of what your soul really wants and needs. So, you know, with that being said, you guys have to find out, where is this disconnect coming from? What is happening in my life that I feel, you know, I can do without right now? What am I forcing that just doesn't feel right for me, that doesn't feel good for me? Because there's definitely, I feel like when you guys realize what is causing this disconnect for you, whether it's something that you're doing or maybe someone else is doing it in your life, it's going to cause a lot of tension once you wake up and realize what it is that you want. Okay, so when you guys realize what it is that you want, I feel like shit might hit the fan for a lot of you, I'll be honest. Okay, maybe you guys were leading someone on and maybe in your heart you knew that that wasn't the person for you. Okay, or maybe you were trying to talk to someone else, but maybe your heart was on someone else, okay, from the past. And it's like, you know, that's really what I want, my past. But I feel like when you guys come into what it is that you want, there's going to be other people that don't agree with what you want and that aren't happy that you realize what you want, especially if what you want is not them. Okay? Now, with the Rainbow card, yes, there's going to be blessings that come in for you, for sure. But let's talk about how Rainbow, you know, comes out, how it starts. It's always after a rain shower, okay? It's always after things fall and they pour. And, you know, it looks ugly outside at first, but then you go outside, you know, after and, you know, the clouds start clearing up and that's when you see this rainbow. So there's going to be a time where you guys have to find out, what do I want? And just know when you realize that, it's going to cause shit. okay? But at the end of the day, the best thing you can do for yourself is to be true to yourself. So if there's someone that you're leading on, or if there's a situation that you know your heart isn't in, be honest with yourself, be honest with that person, and let it, let it just naturally fall out if that's what needs to happen here. But you guys have to be very careful with the way that you go about it this month, because I feel like a lot of Leos are going to have the power to hurt someone. Okay, so be as honest as you can, let them down easy if that's the case, if you guys have someone that you need to walk away from. But treat the person or the situation the way that you would want someone to treat you. Okay, because I tell you guys all the time, and this is one thing that I love Leos for, but it scares me sometimes, guys. You guys have this switch. When you guys are done, you guys are fucking done. No explanations, no ifs, ands, or buts. You guys are gone. That person just feels like you died. Okay, and I've experienced that part of a Leo, and even with that, that was like probably one of the worst top 3 worst experiences of my life. That happening to me with a Leo. But I still love you guys because I know that you guys come from such a good and genuine place. But you got to understand that the world doesn't always work the way that you guys work, and you guys are programmed to be very, very strong. Okay, you guys are literally the leaders of the zodiac. All right, so take things back a notch now. And if there's someone that you don't want, or something that's just not working for you, just, sit the person down and be like, look, I'm sorry, this is what it is, this is the truth. Because I always feel like, whether good or bad, karma's real, and it always comes back. If you're always helping people, if you're putting out good in the world, then good is going to come back. Okay? And the way that karma works, it's not going to be, the next person that you're casually dating, that they're like, oh, fuck you, I don't want to talk to you, and they block you. No, that's not how it happens. It happens when you're head over heels for a person, or when you're in a situation where you're so happy, and then there's that sudden break. Okay, and that's how karma is so powerful, and that's how we're able to learn lessons. So no matter what side you're on, whether you guys are the ones being hurt, or you could possibly, have the power to hurt someone, just all I ask is that you guys think, how would I want someone to handle this with me if I was in their shoes? Okay, so think about that. If you guys gotta let someone down, do it easy, but there's definitely something that I feel you guys have to let go of. And the only thing that I would, say could be bad is that there's going to be that gray area. Okay, because there's going to be you kind of leaving a situation, but starting the new one before you have fully left the old one. So make sure that you have that, that clear break in the middle. Make sure that it's not, in that gray area. Make sure people know what it is. Make sure it's black and white. And it's like, no, this is what it is. I don't want this anymore. I have to go. And then start the new thing. Okay? And for anyone cross-watching, if you're the ones who are going to be letting a Leo down, then that's my advice to you as well. Before you start something new, have enough respect to cut out one thing first before moving into the next thing. All right, guys? So a lot to think about, Leo. You guys I feel like you guys really have a lot of power in how the situation unfolds. You just want to make sure that you're going about it in the best way possible. Okay? Some things are tough, some things are sticky, but at the end of the day, nothing is going to be clearer than you just telling the truth to someone, even if it hurts. Okay? And that's something that I live by. Okay? And that's what I do so that I avoid any bad karma, because anytime I'm in a situation where I'm not happy with a person, or I don't like how they act, or I don't think that they're a good fit in my life, I'm very clear and I give them everything. Because, if they're going to move forward and they're going to be bummed out, I at least want them to know why I didn't feel that they were up to par to be in my life. Okay? So, that's what I do, and I feel good about it at the end, and I know that God or the universe is not going to punish me. Because it's like, how can you punish me for being honest and following my heart? So be honest to yourself and follow your heart. All right? Leo, I love you guys. Take care, guys.